All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave back again, talking real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. A little plug for my friend Craig's band, Causeway Stars. It's called Third's a Charm because it is the third album in the series. Had Craig on the show a while back, and just really great production value on this. This is kind of AOR. If you check out their other stuff, it's kind of disco, rock, pop, R&B. Reminds you of the late 70s into the early 80s. Shall I use the term yacht rock? Because everybody who writes these days and can't understand that some people, to me, it almost sounds like a pejorative, like, oh, it's yacht rock, so it sucks. And no, au contraire, a lot of people love this particular format. And again, if I was stranded on an island somewhere, I would want to have a band like Causeway Stars, like that style of music, because, just because it doesn't make your ears bleed, it doesn't mean it's bad music. So go to their website, causewaystars.com, and check them out. Some good music over there. Now, on to Stevie Nicks. And I'm wearing the shirt, Rumors of Fleetwood Mac. If you want to see a really great Fleetwood Mac performance, like it sounds like Fleetwood Mac used to sound like, you should really check out Rumors of Fleetwood Mac. They are all over the place on YouTube. Their videos are getting millions of views. And there's a good reason for that, because it sounds like Fleetwood Mac used to sound, kind of like the next generation of Fleetwood Mac. So Stevie Nicks says that Mick Fleetwood used to smell really terrible on tour. We need a little bit of levity right now. So again, this isn't the most important video I'll ever do, that's for sure, but it's interesting. Stevie Nicks draws praise for her custom-made tour uniforms, but she's not the only member of Fleetwood Mac who had a set uniform. Drummer and co-founder Mick Fleetwood not only required custom clothing due to his height, but he also found a unique tour look that he has stuck with for years. While he appreciates the way it pushed the envelope for men's fashion, Nick said the costume accumulated a powerful stench. When Fleetwood began seeking out clothes to wear on stage, he said he had a difficult time. What can a broke 18-year-old 6'6" beanpole find to wear in a ready-made shop, he wrote for a publication a while back. Answer, absolutely nothing. This meant he had to be creative with his stage looks. I really wanted a costume that stood out when I played gigs. It had to be original, not too hot to play in, and cheap, he wrote. I still had my school gym kit and fencing gear. I wore the knickerbockers, tore the sleeves off the jacket to make a waistcoat, put my gym shoes on. That was the start of my stage costume, captured on the iconic Rumors cover. And I've worn some version of that ever since. But Stevie Nicks said that Fleetwood and his stage costumes made him look like he was going to the Renaissance Fair, while the looks fit with her ethereal stage style. She said that his clothing did not always smell good. Mick's got his velvet knickers and the same tights and the same shoes he's worn for 100 years, she told Cream back in 1982. You wouldn't want to be within 50 feet of him in that outfit, especially the next night when he's put it back on after it's been in the bus all day and never dried. Ooh. Still, she posed close to him as he wore the outfit on the iconic cover of the Rumors album. Nicks also had an affair with Mick Fleetwood. At the time, he had a wife and children. Oh boy. And she was in a relationship. That was a good idea. Eventually, I fell in love with her. And it was chaotic. It was on the road, and it was a crazy love affair that went on longer than any of us really remember, probably because of certain substances that were being consumed. Probably several years by the end of it, Fleetwood wrote in his book, Play On. Nicks believed that the relationship was doomed from the start. Mick and I would never have had an affair had we not had a party and all been completely drunk and messed up and coked out. And, ended up being the last two people at the party, she said. So guess what? It's not hard to figure out what happened. And what happened wasn't a good thing. It was doomed. It was a doomed thing because it caused a lot of pain for everybody. And it led to nothing. Wow. Despite this, the love between them has never fully faded. They remain friends, and Mick says that Fleetwood was one of the greatest loves of her life. In terms of our relationship with each other, we still have the same connection to this day. We just love each other in the true sense of the word, which transcends passion. I will take my love for her as a person to my grave because Stevie Nicks is the kind of woman who inspires that devotion. Wow. And you wonder how Rumors got written and was one of those albums that became so important because of all the struggles that were going on. And you wonder why Lindsey Buckingham has issues to this day, right? Just swooped in there after she decided to split with Lindsey. And look, the costume thing is interesting because back in those days, nobody had their own limos. They were riding all together in a bus. So it couldn't have been pleasant for Stevie or Lindsey or Christine or John to be hanging out with that costume, which apparently never dried from the night before. So there you have it, a very stinky situation, but it's only rock and roll and we all just love it, right? What's left of it anyway. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. Easy for me to try to say. Hit the bell for notifications. Patreon for $1 a month. And of course, you can just hang out on Patreon. We've got a lot of cool patrons over there. If you can't do the $1 a month, subscribe. That's the least you can do. We've had a lot of new subscribers who have been longtime viewers. You get those analytics at the end that tell you, yeah, you're getting a lot of views from people who don't subscribe to the channel. So that's cool. That's interesting too. So if you don't subscribe and you want to subscribe, you should subscribe, right? I don't beg for subscribers. I hope that more people will want to subscribe, and it's really cool that people do that. And if you can donate via Patreon, that's even more impressive. We do have conversations, and occasionally I will post things onto Patreon, either songs that people haven't heard for a long time or just random thoughts. And because we cover a multitude of topics now on this channel, you never know what kind of mood I'm going to be in, and it can get kind of interesting. So anyway, thanks for watching, and of course I will see you soon.